Come on in. What are we hunting tonight? Why don't you just decloak and have a seat right over there? That's right, right over there. Why? Well, because this is Predator and Prey. Which are you? I'm Chris Hansen.
Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Predator and Prey, the HOTU podcast. I am one of your hosts, representing the HOTU Clan. I am Justin the Owl. I am joined, as always, by my compatriot, the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray. How are you, Ray?
The jungles, it came alive and took him. Good, Justin, good. The jungle certainly did come alive and take me, but I'm back here. I'm looking forward to. Oh, I wasn't the one missing, actually, Justin.
That's true. We have a returning member of the HOTU clan. Rasucha is back as well. Rasucha, how are you?
Fucking alien.
We missed you, Rasucha. It's been a couple of months, I think, since the last time you appeared. Yeah.
Yes, the last time you all saw me, I died.
I
got better.
Yes, you were on a very deadly, dangerous hunt that went a little bit sideways, but you're back.
Good to have you back, Russell. Can't wait to we've been missing Peter Keys. Chemists and pharmacists.
The lions, the tigers, the bears. Oh my!
You're gonna have to stock up on lozenges again, because that can't be good for your throat.
Well, my voice has been resting this whole time, so
true.
That's true. Yes, yeah. And he's had so much practice that it's just second nature. Man, slip into that keys.
He sees our heat.
That reminds me, I caught a glimpse of a movie the other day that I'd forgotten about. It's a psychological thriller with John Cusack called Vacancy, and it stars Gary Busey's son Jake in a very psychotic role. And every time I see Jake Busey, I can't help but think that it's just Gary cloned, a few decades younger, and it's so funny. It's just so funny. Yeah.
But did he pull it off? The psychotic?
He's great. Yeah, he's great. He's a great actor. Jake Busey is phenomenal. Yeah.
Was he the son? Was he the son that was in The Predator that played Peter Keys' son?
I think so. Well,
I think so.
He actually played Peter Keys' son, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was him. Yeah.
That's good old Jake, eh? Let's get him on the show. Let's get a cameo on him.
Yes.
Of all things to adhere to canon, it's Peter fucking Keys.
God, the attention to detail. We got the actual son of the actor to play the son of Peter Keys.
That's one cool thing I can say about The Predator. Not too many other good things I can say about it.
My favorite bit from there was, remember when they say get to the choppers and they were the motorbikes?
Motorcycles,
so cringeworthy.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, let's save that movie for the very end.
Right next to Cold War.
When we're all riding off into the sunset, it'll be time for The Predator. Actually, the Predator, and then after that, it'll be AVPR. That's what we'll.
with our infrared
Come on.
goggles on so that we can properly see
Come
it.
on. It's okay. Looks better in Blu-ray. Come on.
I
No,
bet
it doesn't.
Yes, I wanna see it in Blu-ray. I do. I want to see it in Blu-ray and see the difference.
You have to watch it in like a cave, like a pitch black cave where you can't see any light. Then you can see what's
the
on the
bottom of the
screen.
ocean. Go to the Mariner's Trench.
The whole
Ah! What a fight! What a fight!
The perimeter of the
the
black hole
choreography is
horizon.
the choreography is a blur. Moving like lightning.
What I could see of it was great. But today we are here to talk about. Not only is it a special occasion because Rasucha is back, but it's also a special occasion because we have the last issue of The Last Hunt, number 4.
Yeah, exactly. Can I just say, Justin, without spoiling stuff, Russell, with your return, I see you as Theta, and I see Justin and I as Paolo and John just strung up, waiting for you to return.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
You saved us, Rasucha.
Well, that I mean, I don't want to lose a limb, but that's cool. I mean,
all in a good cause, Russell. All in a good cause.
I would
Besides, you
give
rock
up an
a
arm to
cybernetic
save you
arm.
guys. I
Yeah,
think
You would rock a cybernetic arm.
You
Yeah.
would,
Just
yeah.
call me Jax. Just
No, it's good. It's good. Can't wait. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that as well. But we do have,
We
heaps of
do.
stuff. don't we?
Yes, we have some news today. Let's go to our hardcore news.
Oh, yeah, that's it there.
Whoops.
And if you just bear with me, yeah, that's it there. And hardcore news.
Yeah.
The streets are running red and red. What? Harrigan! Harrigan!
Where's the mayor? He's on vacation.
And his spinal column ripped out, and his body thrown in an alley.
R.I.P. He's
Morton Downey.
Yeah, Morton Downey.
Morton Downey.
Which I remember, Russell. You don't remember fondly, so let's not go there. I don't know. Was he a little bit?
That was the best
dodgy
thing that
with-
he ever did, I think, was the Predator movie.
that was the best thing he ever did. The second best thing was getting beat up by Roddy Piper. That was the
that's right.
second. That was the
Oh.
second
Forgot
best
about that shit. Yeah.
Oh, is he in the World Wrestling?
Nope, he
industry.
was a guest.
Oh.
He was
Oh,
a guest
okay.
star.
Appearance.
Just
Yeah.
got beat up. Okay, fair enough. Why not?
I forgot.
Well, the bit was he was on Piper's Pit, which was Piper's talk show, and he kept smoking in his face. And Piper said,
Mr. Downey, could you not blow no more smoke in my face?
and he just kept doing it. So Piper brought out a fire extinguisher and blew him in the face with it. That was
Oh, nice. All right.
As you do.
Yeah,
As you
I'll
do.
do a YouTube search for that afterwards.
Yeah, I will actually. I think I'm gonna do that. I like Rowdy Roddy. He was good. What was that? Sorry, tangents are plenty. What was that sci-fi? Really cool sci-fi.
They live.
They live.
They
yes.
live. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
really enjoyed that.
classic.
Yeah.
He was also in
Anyway.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Not as catchy as They Live, but we'll take it.
Equally classic.
Yeah. Classic and classy.
Yes.
So hardcore news, guys.
Yes.
Well, I've
Couple
got
of
some
things
still.
today.
Yeah. Shall we? Let me just put this up on the screen for those. No, sorry, random photo, but it's a good job to get the slides in. Elle Fanning guys, Elle Fanning has been confirmed casting for Badlands, the Predator movie. What are our thoughts?
Yes, the new film.
Yeah, thoughts, Justin, on her casting and or the movie itself?
I actually haven't seen much of her in any other films, so I really don't know much about her. Have you seen anything of her, Ray or Russell? Anything?
No,
Mm-mm.
I learned a
I'm
lot
more
about
familiar
her.
with her, more familiar with her sister, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Oh, right. Yeah, Dakota.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The whole family's getting in on the gig. But I learned a lot in the 3 minutes that I put the slide that I spoke to Russell. So was it Maleficent, as you said, Russell, 2014?
Maleficent, yeah, and
Maleficent,
Super
yeah,
8,
whatever.
and
Super 8.
Oh, Super 8.
Yeah, 2011. So she was a wee young one. Like she was a child actor, kid actor.
Oh, yes. I remember
She's
Super
like-
8. That was phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah. She's 26 now. Is that right, Russell? You said something like that. So Super 8 was 2011. So you did. Yeah.
Was Super 8 like the found footage kind of superhero? It wasn't really superhero, but like the found footage. Well, I'm thinking of something else entirely.
Yeah.
Super 8 was J.J. Abrams.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, kind of like a love letter to 50 sci-fi movies.
Okay,
Oh,
all right. I'm trying to think what I'm remembering now.
Yeah,
Maybe
what are you remembering?
Cloverfield or
no? This was like it was found footage like Cloverfield, but like they found something and they got superpowers and it. I don't know.
Oh,
Is that Chronicles? That's a Josh Trank.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I got it mixed up with was it 1 Hour Photo, whatever the Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it mixed up with.
Williams, yeah.
1 Hour Photo. That one was a trip. Oh my god.
Yeah,
What a
He apparently-
crazy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he did really good in that, right? Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was an excellent movie.
Anyway,
it
Elle
was
Fanning.
better than Bicentennial Man, that's for sure.
Oh, I remember that. That was lengthy. That was a bit
Boring.
long.
Yes.
Boring. Yeah, I just remember when he didn't age and everyone aged because he's obviously he's like an android or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, largely forgettable. Elle Fanning. Yeah, look, I don't know. No real opinions. I'm assuming she's a biggish name. She might be there in the end. Protagonist, or otherwise, will she be hung up on the wall with a huge shuriken just sliced through her eyes?
Just outside of a swimming pool at a school.
Oh, well,
Exactly. Yeah.
depends on where the Badlands is set, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm very
Yeah,
intrigued.
She's the only cast member that we know of so far, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, she could be the Predator. You don't know. I mean,
Oh, maybe.
with the suit.
I
man.
would give me a female predator. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We are ready for that.
We have them in every other side of the media. We have the books and the comics and the games. We do one in a movie.
Exactly.
And I want to see more of these hounds as well. I want to see hounds.
The Hound.
in
Yeah.
I've had enough of just this one appearance and that's it. Let's see more.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
and
thinking
not the doopy dog that we got in the Predator.
That turned into a lovable friggin' side.
got a lobotomy.
Got a bullet or a nail in the head, and all of a sudden was really happy.
I'm a puppy dog.
Yeah, it's dearie me. Some of the kill scenes of that were pretty fun, though. You remember they were in the football stadium, and I think, God, what's his name? The lead guy. He was hiding behind the carcass of the hound. That was really
yes, yeah.
Anyway, that was all I remembered from that. I just wanted to say as well. Yeah, you're right, Russell. We have the franchises like Aliens, with obviously the Queen Alien. You have Terminator with the female Terminators. So yeah, Predators.
It's time.
Yeah,
it's time. But I don't think Elle Fanning. I don't think they're going to waste her on a predator, but
No.
but she might be, she might be something like a detective. Who knows? I don't know.
I am really amused at the thought of her wearing all that makeup though and the prosthetics.
Yeah, yeah,
I love
exactly.
that. That is fucking hilarious. I think it's great.
Like platform shoes to make her 7 foot.
I'd have to be this fucking tall.
Instead of 5 foot, 5'7". Oh, what a monster!
7'5".
She's kind of like really wobbly when she walks. Can't balance herself.
I think that predators.
All the budget went to stealth training for her.
they make like these fake prosthetic like legs around stilts, and she's just on.
One of the toes just kind of like flops on. Exactly.
Man, that predator's running very robotically.
We have to do some editing in post.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it's not as shoddy as that. I'm sure. Oh, look, we're all hoping for a great film. So.
Oh God, yeah.
And I'm sure all the bottom feeders are so happy with another female lead in their Predator movie.
I've already.
Oh yeah,
I've already read all
there's
about
grumblings.
Yeah. I've already. They all come out and talk about that again.
Yeah.
So, fair enough.
Yeah, dragging their knuckles across the ground. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Anyway, tune in, live comments. We're ready to take it.
Yes.
Okay. So that's there. No other news on Prey. I heard little rumblings about it's edging closer, like Prey the sequel.
And I had read that Amber had signed on officially for another one.
Oh, officially? Ooh.
Oh, I hadn't. I just read that she's most likely to, but they haven't got her yet.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. All right. Maybe it was some, misleading headline, Clickbait.
Yeah, there's plenty of that out there for sure. Yeah.
I think she would be silly not to jump in this. I mean, considering how well the first one was received, apart from the online, obviously, flack from the bottom dwellers, as you say, Russell. But it would be good. I think it'd be great for her to jump in again. I'd love to see, again. So
we gotta know where
the sales of the Blu-ray, the Steelbook have been.
Oh
going.
yeah.
I wonder if that's been doing well.
Yeah. Again, it's hard. I've seen the Blu-ray, like the regular one here. I can easily get the Steelbook. Like for anyone outside of the US, it's almost like impossible. Or you spend hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Hopefully the sequel will be in theaters.
Yes, let's hope. And then they can put the first movie in it before that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Limited run of the first movie. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah.
Double header.
Yes.
Double header.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So the next news, I'll take away from there.
Yeah.
For those who are watching the video, you can see the next Marvel release comic book series, Predator versus Black Panther. Guys, what do you think?
Yes. Oh,
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I am so much more excited for this than I was for the Wolverine one. I'll say that right off the bat.
Yeah.
I am 10 times more excited for this than I am for the Wolverine one.
Yeah, I think the Wolverine one was like very obvious. Like you kind of like, he's very animalistic.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah. This one,
and we also knew that there was no real stakes in there. You've got somebody like Wolverine that's basically indestructible. What's the Predator going to do to him other than slice him up a little bit, which is exactly what happened. And
he melted his face off and he came back, right?
Yeah.
What is going on? This one is cool because I was talking to Russell just beforehand, Justin, before we all met up. And again, so what it seems to be edging towards would be this whole vibranium technology, which I find very intriguing. Will it be the same as what Benjamin Percy did with Wolverine by introducing the Weapon X kind of lore into it? Will we have maybe a play on the vibranium lore? Because I don't believe we know where vibranium has come from yet, right? We just know it's from outer space and it landed on Earth.
Yeah, I don't think
So
that have ever
I
delved
don't think
into
they
what
have.
planet that asteroid initially came from, that meteorite.
Yeah.
I don't think that they
So
ever. Yeah, so,
yeah.
Can
So
we,
look,
can we just comment on like this Predator has one of the coolest outfits that a
yes.
Predator has. It looks like a Masters of the Universe outfit.
very much so. And the cybernetic leg, yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
so
it's got a missing leg. Yeah.
so cool. And I love that mask.
It's a
Mhm.
very different variant, isn't it, on the usual Predator mask?
Yeah.
So
It looks
The
like
weapons
a
he's using too.
Immortan Joe.
Kinda, yeah, from Mad Max,
Um,
yeah.
Fury Road,
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
And
right.
he's using 2 blades as well instead of
Yeah.
the traditional, like, a knife gauntlet and the
Yeah.
spear stuff.
Well, we
Yeah.
see also in issue 4 that we're going to review, we were talking about the katanas or whatever, the swords that the Predator had there. So Brisson and Percy are definitely kind of expanding that side of things. Also, apart from the armor, the garments, the clothing, there's a bit more to it here. So
Very
I wonder
unique.
I wonder what that plays with, class-wise in the Predator world, or is he like a as we always say, samurai or whatever? Is he like a warrior? Because we haven't seen that before on anything.
It's true. Yeah.
The
I
style
love the
is
belt.
very different.
The belt is my favorite part.
Yes. It's very
Yeah.
cool. That's very Masters of the Universe too, the whole belt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, the old skull there. It's cool. I like it, and there's some horns, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect. There's a story there behind the cybernetic leg. And I don't have the artists with me, unfortunately, but a couple of other variant covers. This looks pretty cool. That looks like a David Finch. I think it might be. I don't know.
God, he's got the knife gauntlet. Look at that. Wow.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, he does, and the laser sight on him, which is cool.
Wow. Oh my God. I love
But
it.
souped up, but look at the Predator helmet behind.
In
So
the
you
background. Yeah, that's fantastic. Look at
you
that.
get a better look at it, and it really is. It's almost, to me, that is, where Prey is a really old, like decades or centuries ago. This kind of looks like a really antiquated, old-fashioned
Ancient.
Predator.
Yeah. This looks like definitely like a veteran Predator that's been around for a while and seen some stuff.
Yeah.
That's singularly unique. I've never seen a Predator mask like that. That's so cool.
I definitely hope we get some sort of explanation.
Yeah.
Sorry, Russell.
I'm looking forward to this so much because I'm not just thinking about the fight with T'Challa. I'm thinking about Okoye and the Royal Guard and
Baku and all those
people.
people.
Yeah.
Baku, that would be cool.
Shuri,
yeah.
Throw Killmonger in there too. I mean, just
is he still around in the comics?
I think he's alive in the comics. I think so.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, and these are still kind of in like a non-continuity type thing where like it is and it isn't at the same time.
Yeah, there's a bit of looseness involved, so you can kind of, so comic book fans can't get too mad, right? Because it's like, well, is this really the timeline? Like, well, maybe it isn't, so that's okay. But
maybe it's the Earth 615.
615, just next door, the neighbor.
I'm hoping if Logan hears about this, he gives poor T'Challa a call. Like, hey, dude, this big bastard.
Yeah, here's what you do: you just cover your face.
Get lots of mud.
But I'm I can't wait. This is going to be, for me, it's going to be a tech-based battle, and I can't wait to see what creativity Benjamin Percy has for the tech of Wakanda as well as for the Predator. Stakes have got to be high as well. I mean, we're talking a big throwdown, like where Wolverine was very primal. This is a lot more on a bigger scale, I'd imagine. So
And the setting in Wakanda is just the whole setting for that is going to be so immaculate for a Predator story.
yeah, I mean, does the Predator start stalking citizens of Wakanda? Like Wakanda, that would be crazy. Like, you know,
it'd be hilarious if like the beginning of the story, like the Predator kills Claw.
Yeah. Yeah, Claw. Yeah.
Slices that thing off his hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that's pretty cool. And we have one more here, a slightly different style, but no less, evocative.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks like more of a battle, like in the forests, I guess, of Wakanda. They're like a river, it looks like, or a jungle. But yeah, looks good. A bit more generic, I'd say. I can't even really see. Is he holding the mask? I kind of lost sight of what.
It looks like he ripped the mask off his face.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a traditional Predator mask, though. It's not the one from the other two covers. So
yeah, they're both missing their masks in this one.
Yeah. I mean, this is very good, but I mean, I think I'd get either of the previous covers.
Yeah, the other two.
So yeah, Predator versus Black Panther coming out soon. We'll definitely be covering
August,
it.
I think, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the last
August.
week.
Yeah, it's very close. Yeah. So we'll be sure to cover it.
Yes.
Yeah. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears ready for that. Now, Russell, you've added this in convention.
Oh yeah.
So this is a special San Diego Comic-Con exclusive variant of the NECA feral predator. This is like the translucent, slightly battle damaged version that we see in the movie. Which comes with a very familiar flintlock pistol, as you can see there.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And also a coyote head.
Yeah, I was about to. That's what I saw. And the spinal column wrecked from the body.
But so this will be available like outside of the convention, but obviously very limited, only on their online thing. But if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, you can pick one of these up.
How cool is that? I love it when there are a lot of accessories, and so you're not shortchanged with this here. You even got the trap, whatever trap it is.
Yeah, the trap that he throws at the Oh, that's
and the tomahawk, the axe. And I think the kind of cylindrical thing is like the net gun, right? That was the.
I think it is.
Oh, when the guy gets kind of iced. Yeah, pretty cool.
I love all the different hands too. That's great.
Yeah, one with the finger pointing there, pointing the finger.
You tonight, you.
And the one to the right of it is kind of like him going, "This small."
You got this close.
You got this close.
That's how your penis is this big.
So that looks great, Russell. And we have one final image. Is it? Let me have. Is it the same? No, it's.
So this one's already out.
Oh, that one's out.
This one was part of Target's haul-a-thon. So they can find these at Target. This is the bear blood covered feral predator.
Certainly enjoying his work here.
Yes, they're dedicated to it. They're getting a lot of mileage out of that feral predator. But
they are. Jeez.
Yeah.
What else is there? There's another one where I guess you can have him with it. Oh, you can take his arm off. When he gets kind of one mandible taken off when Naru snaps it off.
Oh, yes.
And his arm or hand gets chopped off. There's plenty. Covered in green blood, so
the mid-back
here's as you can see, it's not too much different from the regular one. It's just covered in blood and translucent. And I don't know if I'll track those down because like it's the same figure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the translucent, like the invisibility kind of figures, but definitely you'd have to have another one like yours, Russell. I think in your collection. It just feels you want all that detail.
Yeah, I'm just still sad that, and maybe it's just because they don't sell as well as the actual Predators, but I want Naru and Tabe. That's what I want.
Yes.
Tabe, yeah.
I even want the fat French guy that they kill. But if this was back in the 80s and Kenner had this, you'd have figures of everybody in there. People that didn't even have names.
Yes.
They'd have to make up names like Fat Frenchman number 3. Or they call him the Baguette
Francois. Francois.
And you'll have it advertised like on Saturday morning, like in between kids shows. And the little kids playing with the coyote spine.
Yes.
The blood-drenched predator. We have someone in the house, Noel.
Get the trophy.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, Noel.
I want to mutilate the bear.
Exactly. I'm surprised there's not like a skinned snake. Remember that? And it's still writhing.
Yeah.
I loved that scene. I loved that whole like going up the hierarchy of
the chain
animal.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Like figure wise, we got all that happening. So love to share your similar to Rasucha. Share your collection if you can.
Yes.
Before
those pictures.
Yeah.
Before we move on from news, I think that we have to just mention our distinguished competition, our rivals. Alien Romulus looks amazing.
Alien Romulus, yes.
I haven't watched a trailer yet. Really, it looks good. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm almost half thinking like I won't watch the trailer just because I want to be totally surprised.
Oh yeah, that's
really cool.
Yeah,
nice.
But it looks really evocative of the first film.
Nice. Fantastic.
Except I'm sure it'll be probably 100 times gorier and probably more intense. Probably more intense.
I'm thinking, much bloodier. Yes.
Yeah. I know they have some. Don't they have some like references to the previous movies, like just as in shots and stuff? There's one that I think people were lightning Sigourney Weaver Alien 3 one. Where the
it looks like there's some really interesting little, very subtle nods to each of the films.
Yeah.
Cool. It just looks, and the aliens of the xenomorphs are practical, which that makes
no more CGI crap. Yeah, I'm so happy.
I'm sure there'll be some shots where they're CGI, but like for the most part they're practical, and I love it. It makes it so much more realistic. Yeah.
So much better. Yeah.
I saw a YouTube clip of them with the guy with the remote control with the face hugger, the mechanical face hugger. It looks so cool.
Yeah. All those looks like they're practical too, or most of them.
Man, I could get a lot of mileage out of an RC face hugger.
Chase Boris.
My wife. No, I'd chase Jackie around with it. That's what I'd chase.
Just wants to say hello.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer, and I mean she's seen the first two Aliens and Prometheus and Covenant, but she when the trailer was over and I looked over at her, she was just kind of like
wow.
For our listeners, she was stunned, shaking her head. She's still going to go see it, but she's probably going to have nightmares.
Nothing like a bit of trauma. Yeah, exactly. Bit of trauma, like a shot in the arm. Yeah, cool. Well, I mean that's our hardcore news.
And
Have we
we'll
got like
move
anything
on
before we get
next
into it? Though,
to-
I mean,
Okay.
I know that we've got the issue to come out, but we've got trophy rooms, guys. So, do anything?
Yes.
Ah,
You guys
yeah.
have anything new this week to show off in the trophy room?
Well, I
Russell?
have an old, I'm going to go back to what I used to do, and that's pull something off the Predator shelf and show. But I do have
Nice.
some non-Predator things to show as well. So,
Okay.
first up, from the Predator shelf, one of my favorite things NECA did is that they took the old Kenner Predator figures and like updated them. And this is one of the wilder ones. This is Spike Tail.
Ooh.
Wow. Cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Spike Tail.
Nice.
He's
I love that mask.
he's looking him in the eyes, it looks exactly like Boris. But yeah, he's pretty cool.
Very cool. Spike Tail.
Now, let's see. Also from NECA, but not Predator. I got two things to finish a little collection that I've got.
Let me guess. Universal Monsters? No?
No.
Oh. All right.
This is Flash Gordon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's
Ooh. What is that? Is that like a hologram?
No.
Oh no, that's
just...
that's a reflection.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see on the camera.
Yeah.
But I've been getting every Ming figure that NECA made.
Is that from the film? This is
this Max von Sydow.
Speaking
of the film,
yeah,
it's so crazy. Yeah.
Flash.
Oh, look at that.
Ryan Blessed. Remember he was in that.
Yeah.
What's this I say? Oh wow.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, Russell.
So I now have every NECA Ming. They did one based off the original Flash Gordon comics. They did one based off the Filmation cartoon. They did one based off the Defenders of the Earth cartoon.
Defenders of the Earth. Love that show.
Defenders of the Earth. Yeah.
Android.
And they
Phantom and
Yep. And they have done the two based off the movie as well. So
nice.
Sidebar here, Jeremy Adams is writing a Flash Gordon series for Mad Cave Studios, and the Free Comic Book Day issue that kicked it off was amazing. One of the best things I've read this year. So
nice.
Looking forward to that series.
Wow. That is a blast from the past, Russell. I didn't really expect to see Flash Gordon.
Gordon, yeah, that's a nice little.
Yeah,
I just remember there was a Justin. Do you remember the part of the movie they had to stick their hand in this like rock with a hole, and then you get something stuck on you? You remember that?
Yeah.
It was like a green little globule that was stuck on. It was like searing pain.
Yeah, it was like they're trying to do the thing from Dune with the hand in the box shit, like with fears the mind killer stuff.
Clytus, I'm bored. What new playthings do you have for me?
I love
it. Here's two of the other ones, just so you can see.
Okay. Yeah.
More classic looking. I don't know where the Defenders of the Earth one is. It's around here somewhere, but that's all I got.
Get Ming up against a Predator. That's what I'll say.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we just need Yao Ming.
Yao?
What about you, Ray? Do you have anything for the trophy room this week? Any new Predator or non-Predator related?
I did have a lot of non-Predator stuff. I did. You know how I love my games, right? Marvel. Yeah. So Marvel Champions, the latest hero got released. I Iceman. So
Iceman.
been playing him. He's been pretty cool. Bobby Drake.
Nice.
Very fun mechanics. He every time he attacks or something, he kind of gives everyone frostbite. So
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
so their kind of attack is dulled, and it's some really good fun thematic mechanics. So that's really good. Apart from that, with Marvel Legendary, I counted up between when I saw you last, Justin. I bought 11 expansions. So I haven't got them all here, but I'm trying to get all. There are 42 expansions. I think I've got about 10 to go, but I got 11 of them. It's so much fun, and all sleeves, ranging from Black Widow theme. So you have White Widow, Red Guardian, Champions, got Viv Vision, Miss Marvel. God, what else I got? Midnight Suns. So I've got yeah. There's who's that? Yeah, Morbius is in that. Yeah, Man Thing, Elsa Bloodstone. Really fun stuff. So a lot of fun characters. I'm having a ball. I'm still part of this tournament. I'm not in the finals, but those that didn't make the finals, they have 3 other matches just to kind of finalize rankings. Okay. So yeah, I've only got 1 more to go. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, plenty of cards. So that's what 1,100 cards. So
oh my god!
Wow. Oh, actually more. Some of the expansions were like 250. So yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, a lot
Is
of cards.
there a man? Is there a Man Mount Marco card?
No, I was about to say they've got like anything you could really think apart from that one. I thought you were about to say Man Thing because I got a Man Thing as well.
Dr. Bong.
Cool. No, Dr. Bong. Got Howard the Duck.
Dr. Bong yet. They do have Howard the Duck.
Got Howard the Duck, so that was pretty cool.
And they do have Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, he was. I've got him. Yeah, he was in one of the early sets. I'm hoping they redo him and do maybe a Mr. Knight or a revamped Moon Knight. Yeah, because they do.
Surely they have Facade.
Judas Traveler. They have Judas Traveler. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, you'd be hard pressed to get that. No Judas Traveler.
Hell Cow.
The White Rabbit.
Russell, you'll be glad to know they do have Hulk 2099. So that is in the latest.
No! Why won't it die?
Drama.
Fucking long tongue son of a bitch.
So yeah, a lot of fun there. How about yourself, Justin? Anything that you got picked up?
I don't know if I showed you guys this adorable little figure that I bought a little while ago. Back when Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire, came out, I went to the theater and saw that and instantly fell in love with the new kaiju that they introduced in that movie called Shimo. And so I made sure to run out and get a figure.
She's adorable.
Yeah, at the local store. Yeah, and she has this cute little thing with her. She's got like an ice blast that comes out of her mouth too.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it a violent creature or more of a placid?
Well, she's she's violent, but she's forced to be.
Okay.
Yeah, she's mind controlled. Well, not mind controlled, but yeah.
Okay.
The Scar King.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch it. Far out. Jeez.
Yeah, I think you'll like it, Ray.
I've been loving all the Godzilla King Kong movies. So
yeah, good stuff. It's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, listeners and viewers. They were some of the things.
Yeah, on the
we've been spending our hard-earned cash on.
Yes. And now. And now I think it's time, without any further ado, to head into our fresh wounds.
Yeah. Yes.
There we go.
There it is.
Give the credits for our issue, Predator: The Last Hunt #4.
Yes. Give me just a second.
Well, I'll just vamp for time here. Like, it's a
All right.
fantastic cover, Dustin.
Yeah, I love this cover. Yeah.
So the cover date is July 2024. Is written by Ed Brisson, penciled by Francesco Manna, colored by Java Tartaglia. I got that
Fantastic.
one. Lettered by VC's Clayton Cowles, and the covers by Corey Smith and Rochelle Rosenberg and Sarah Brunstad. Man, I love Rochelle Rosenberg.
Me
Ah,
too.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This Predator looks really weird. Though. Sorry.
What would you say, Ray? This Predator looks what?
Really weird. Like the head. Like it looks.
Are you familiar with the dinosaur known as the Pachycephalosaurus? Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh
yes,
one with a big bone head, like the big head.
knob on the end of it.
Yeah.
Justin, the big knob on the head.
The big knob.
Just look at
I guess bigoted hog.
I guess because like during the series, you hardly saw it. Like you saw it with the helmet, so it's just weird seeing it kind of now without the helmet.
Yeah, it was weird that they chose to do that for this final issue.
Yeah,
take the helmet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. Shall we get? What are your overall thoughts with this? This is the final one. I've got some opinions with 4-issue arcs. You know, I'm sure you do as well. But Justin, what do you make of this overall?
I really enjoyed this a lot. I wish that we had one more issue in this series, though. I'll just get that out of the way. That was my only really complaint about this series, was that I felt like it would have been stronger if it had been 5 instead of 4 issues.
Yeah.
But having said that, I thought that this was a great conclusion. And I was still surprised by some of the things that happened there. And yeah, I was really satisfied by it. It didn't leave me really disappointed or wanting more. I just kind of wanted a little bit more, I think more build up to when the Predator arrives, because I felt like that just kind of happened all of a sudden. And it just felt like a lot of the events of this series were kind of truncated, and I would have liked to have seen a couple different story elements fleshed out a little more. That's all. But yeah, I still thought that this was a great conclusion. What about you guys?
Russell?
Well, I caught up on all this just this morning. Like,
okay.
I read
So this
issues
is
2, 3, and 4
all
today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I just wanted to say that issue 3 is a contender for my favorite Predator comic ever released ever.
Oh wow!
Nice.
The bloodbath,
because God damn, what a bloodbath!
that was like Dark Horse days of old, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And I mean, that is how you build up a Predator. You know, one of my biggest complaints with Ed Brisson's stories is that the Predators don't seem as powerful as I think they should be. Well, I think he succeeded with this one, because this Predator felt like a final boss. He felt like he's the end game. With this particular issue, I love the setup. It's so Predator that he would like put her in this position and like wants to fight her hand in hand. No lasers, no guns, just those two fighting.
With
and
Paolo
it's also
strung up in the background, just kind of watching.
Yeah.
Dead legs.
And he really takes Theta to the limit. And he would have defeated her if not for shenanigans. The odds winning is against him, because John got loose. I just want to comment that I love John in this series, and for all intents and purposes, this is canon to Dark Horse. Because John references, his past with the Predators. I think the main issue I have with this is that it's called The Last Hunt. It's like when all these bands go on a farewell tour and then they reunite. It's the biggest cash grab thing to say, oh, we're going on a farewell tour. Well, this is kind of like that, except like at the end of it, they're like, we're going to continue, and it says the end for now, and I'm like, are you serious? I thought this was it. But
yeah.
Well, I get your point too, Russell, but I took it to mean like this is kind of like Theta's retirement from what she was doing from her previous life, like going out and hunting down the Yoja, and she's got all these trophies and stuff, and just making it her life's goal to like scour the galaxy for these things and wipe them out. Like
now she has a new goal.
I took it to mean, yeah, she's done with that. Now her goal is to like discover who's still captive of these things and free them. Rather than being about all it cost her was some limbs.
All it cost her was an arm and a leg.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Literally, yeah.
That's true, yeah. But it's kind of like that's how I took it to be, like her retirement from her previous life, her revenge-driven life, rather than living a life driven by revenge in the sense of vengeance. She's kind of being a protector of people and trying to save people and protect some lives.
I like your interpretation. That makes me dislike it less. I will also say that like going into this, I thought, well, maybe Theta dies. Like I thought maybe this.
I thought that thought as well. Yeah.
I think, Russell. I think that's a main thing. Look, Justin as well. I think you're totally justified with what you said, and I think how it does mark an end of journey for Theta. But the Last Hunt, it does imply that some sort of big stakes going to happen. Like we talked about it, Justin, beforehand. Like, is Paolo going to die? Is Theta going to die? They're not going to kill John, so it's a last hunt for someone, right? And it spells like quite ominous. So it was. I agree with Russell. It was a little bit deflating that it's like, oh, this is not a last hunt. Like it kind of. You read between the lines. It advertised it as being a big thing, and like to be fair, again, Justin, I totally agree with what you say as well. But I got the sense that she had that kind of same epiphany at the end of the previous series.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and she's done it again now. Like it's like so at the end of the Preserve, she had like, okay, it's not all about this driven, kill all predators, and then she's developed again. So it kind of detracts from the Last Hunt, which almost promises you that something big is going to happen. Like I thought Paolo was going to die because he was strung up and he couldn't move anymore. And it's like, well, he's going to be gone. And that's, I thought it'd be really impactful. It would have been even more impactful if Theta died as well. It'd be like, oh, wow, what a gut punch. Although we may have like seen it coming because of the title, it still would have made a large effect. But I think at the end of it, it kind of, having said that, I really enjoyed this as well. I really did enjoy it, but again, similar to what you said, Justin, I was very conscious of the brevity of this series. Like, if Russell, you read 2 to 4, right? So you would have seen that huge jump between 3 to 4. And like all of a sudden, she's in the cryo sleep after, the cliffhanger of issue 3, and we've jumped to Paolo and John being strung up. It's like, okay, so I understand why Ed's doing that because it's a 4-issue thing, but it just makes it a little bit more obvious. And the other thing for me was the fight scene. I'm just going to jump straight to it.
Yeah.
The fight scene, there was like a gazillion panels. That could have been fleshed out a lot, right? But they had to really hurry it up. And so we have how many panels there, in
Yeah.
2
I've
pages.
never seen so many panels.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was
Yeah, that's
I
a
just-
lot. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up, Ray, because I feel like I can give a unique perspective on this compared to you guys. Like, to me, reading them all together, it just felt like one story.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
it flowed like really well, like one into the next one. But I can imagine, waiting a month in between these, it kind of these were designed for trades.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can see
You
that.
know,
Yeah.
we've heard now, like, there's been rumblings that Marvel is actually kind of getting away from the trade format, because like now they're green lighting a series for like 10 to 12 issues rather than arc by arc.
Yeah.
But I think these little mini series, they're still designed to be trades.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And it works best in trade. I think every Predator series we've covered so far works better if you read it all at once.
Yeah, it's
But
very
yeah.
different from the Dark Horse stuff, which was
Yeah.
it was a different time.
Actually-
Instead of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, I mean, Dark Horse. Dark Horse arcs were 4 issues as well. They weren't big,
Mm.
so I
That's
don't know
or
what I'm
less.
complaining. Yeah,
Sometimes
I don't know what
less.
I'm complaining about. Yeah, because we all love the Dark Horse ones, and they're doing exactly the same thing that Marvel's doing now. So, but
Well, Dark
yeah,
Horse were like more wordy though. Like
they were.
comics,
They were. Yeah.
comics in general now are not as talky as they used to be.
Yeah,
Which
that's true.
I'm actually a proponent of, because there's nothing I hate more than opening up a comic from like the 70s or 80s and
Oh, yeah.
just getting bombarded with walls of text. I'm like, just let the art do the talking. Like,
Yeah.
I love Doug Minch to death, but my God, does he have diarrhea of the mouth? He's-
Yeah, or
Yeah.
some of the Chris Claremont stuff too. It's like
Oh,
these
yeah.
massive walls of run-on text bubbles, like all going all over the place. Yeah.
But I think it is definitely in moderation. Like for me, like out of the 3, the trilogy, Brisson, I feel his strongest one is the Preserve, and I think the Preserve is a lot more dialogue driven as well.
Yeah.
You don't get so many pages like this one, and these are beautiful pages, but where the fights just go like you can flick through this really quickly, and you might go back and like admire each panel, but this page is gone, and there's something to be said as
I
well.
love that.
Hey,
nothing. I didn't mean to interrupt. I love that top 2 panels where he punches her out of the sky.
Oh,
yeah, that's gotta hurt, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess my point for this one was I feel that it may do the art disservice as well, because as a reader, you just flick through this, right? You don't linger on this page, because there's not much to read. Whereas if there is a little bit of if there is enough text here, of course it doesn't clog up the visuals, but you tend, for me anyway, this is my opinion, you tend to kind of notice the art a bit more. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I did like both the artists on this, but I think I like Nitho Diaz comparatively a little bit better as well.
Oh yeah, me too.
His Predator was just so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I agree with you, Ray, that I think narratively and like character development wise, the Preserve was the best. I think it had the most meat on the bone, especially taking a movie that we know and kind of like flipping it on its head.
Yeah,
but to me, this miniseries had the best Predator.
Yeah, totally agree. I agree. Yeah.
It's almost like if you'd taken this Predator and put him in the Preserve, that would have been classic. Like that would have been knocked out of the park. Yeah.
Also, what is Theta doing to be like pushing 50 and still being as hot as she is? Like what is she doing?
The all protein diet, just
so space food.
low carb. Yeah, space food. But no, absolutely, I totally agree. This Predator
my God, that
is so
So
So good. I mean, I
I
prefer
need
just keep
that
your helmet on.
figure. I need it. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, look at the faces of Paolo and John as well. I think they're pretty good. Like the artist Manna does really good work
Yeah.
with some
I really
expressions.
enjoyed this artist a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shock. It kind of has a slight manga.
It
Kind
does.
of
bit,
A
yes.
little bit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and in the action
Um,
sequences as well that we're just looking at, there's some of that has a little bit of a manga feel.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that Predator
Yeah,
have been
that's
the one that fought Wolverine? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Get the other one instead that bumped into Wolverine. But
Mm.
yeah, some really. I loved how John kind of managed to, as you say, shenanigans. Russell managed to kind of free himself of his bond and at least go for, because you love, and John is such a big personality, and I think Brisson did a really good job of kind of keeping him in, like, not overshadowing theater, because it's largely obviously a theater story. So he's there to support, but
Yes.
but his personality still comes through, like, you know, the Hawaiian shirt, but him
Yeah.
just going gung ho on the Predator. I mean, he did take out a Predator, didn't he, with his bare hands, from memory, I think, in one of the Dark Horse things. So
Yes.
he's pretty pretty
And
badass.
I also love that this adds to like the running theme where like the Predator is defeated by like, because the whole Predator thing is like they want a fair fight until they don't. Like
Yes.
they try to
Yeah.
make up the rules. Well, they're almost always defeated by someone breaking the rules.
Yeah. Two can play at that game. Other people
Yeah,
can break
exactly.
the rules and bend the rules and make their own rules too. Two can play at that game.
And such a brutal death for this Predator. I mean,
yeah,
he set that up perfectly in the first issue.
I was about to say, did you pick it, Russell? Then, if you read consecutively through, that the poison would come back. I didn't pick it.
Well, see, I read 2 through 4. I didn't reread 1. But as soon as she pulled out that vial, I was like, oh, that looks familiar. And then it was like, now I remember.
Yeah, the poison. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the issue. I loved that.
It was good. It was a deliciously kind of different death for a Predator. We haven't had it by death by poisoning,
right? And you could tell he was pissed.
Yeah.
He was really mad about that. Yeah.
And I love this dialogue here from Ed Brisson. And I consider for just a moment leaving it to writhe in pain and to suffer more. Then she just totally decapitates it.
Yeah.
But unlike it's I'm no monster. But I just love the contrast between that and what she's actually doing.
Yeah, look at her face.
I know. So good.
It is very cool. So
that's another kind of manga
it is very much.
Because like usually like madness or like, you know, evil is like usually portrayed with like the black around the eyes and like the shadowy kind of pupilless eyes that she has in those 2 pages. It's like, oh, okay, you're not the monster, huh?
Exactly. Kind of has a bit of a look of a little bit of a Peter Keys there. What do you reckon? So
it's a comic book version. It's a comic book version of the Kubrick stare.
Yeah.
But unlike it, I'm not a fucking monster.
Yeah, that's right. He won't. So it was a really good ending there. Paolo, John get kind of cut down. She gets the helmet, and this I love this. So she cuts off the mandible, right? Is that what I'm reading?
It looks like
so.
It, yeah.
That's her. That's her kind. She's got a trophy collector. She's a trophy collector, I should say.
One last trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
you know
it's
what?
kind of.
I should have mentioned that it is the last hunt for Sandy.
True.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was brutal in issue 3 because Sandy was a character like the ship.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. So no more, right?
Like Theta's oldest friend. was
Yes,
Sandy.
yeah. The only
Yeah.
connection she had left to her life, with her family. So
Yeah.
that was
was her
pretty
Maybe
sad.
maybe that adds into what Justin was saying, that like that part of like that life is over. Like now
Yeah.
she can move forward and try to not be a predator serial killer.
Yeah, yeah, and I like it's very cyclical. Like it's bookended. Sorry, with her cutting that mandible off. It all started with
Mhm.
that
A
mandible
one
predator.
mandible. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That was cool. I love that.
that was pretty nice. So yeah. I mean, definitely, Justin. I can see it more and more now, but again, I'm still kind of holding to the fact that the last hunt does imply a lot. So
True.
Mhm.
That is true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and a really nice last page, I think,
Mhm.
with
Yeah,
the decapitated head on a pike.
Just
like
leaving it there. Yeah.
yeah.
So good.
With one arm. My gosh, yeah, she's only got the one
Yeah.
arm. She
Oh,
looks
so
awesome.
So
But-
I mean, what do we think is what do we think's next for Theta? I mean, obviously she has a mission now. I like that they're breaking it up. Like here's an Ed Brisson story, and then here's a crossover, and here's an Ed Brisson story, and probably here's a crossover. So,
you know what I would like to see is we start out with Theta and Paolo and John and whoever, and they're traveling along, and they discover a derelict spaceship, and there's xenomorphs all through it.
yes, that's exactly what I want.
Because again, we don't.
I mean, I've been saying. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just about to say one of the things I forgot to mention in this issue, which is really juicy, is John says, "Look," or I think Theta says, "Does anyone know how long we've been out for?" So they could have been out like cryogenically, whatever, for another 40 years. So we don't know where they are.
Yeah.
So they could really be hundreds of years in the future again. Yeah, with xenomorphs or whatever. So it could really align up, which is quite exciting.
Right.
Russell.
I've just been saying for a while, like I want to see what Theta does when she finds something worse.
Yes.
Like, and like maybe we can finally get like the enemy of my enemy is my friend bit, where she has to team up with a predator.
I was about to say an unholy alliance. How pissed would she be?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Well, and they would be pissed too, because all of Predatordom like knows her. She's like the boogeyman. So
she's infamous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. That would be cool. I hope, like I'm hoping the sales for Predator are doing well enough. Like I'm talking about the Ed Brisson run as opposed to the crossover with Marvel. Yeah. I'd love to see more Theta. I'd love to see where it goes. Like we still the other open-endedness was Justin, you and I mentioned it in the previous episode, the other survivor from the preserve. So she parted ways.
She's still on some other base or ship or somewhere. Yeah.
So,
but if she's been in stasis for decades, Aja might be dead.
Then you get the daughter of Aja or the son of Aja, or it'd be great.
The next generation.
Yeah.
Next gen.
You got Peter Keys. Peter Keys' head floating in a fucking car.
The line ends with me. Yeah. What would you guys? I know. What do you guys give? Or should we do this individual issue and then the whole?
Yeah, let's do our individual
issue and the whole.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Ray, what would you give this one?
This one, I'd give. Look, I'd give a 4. Just for those qualities that I mentioned before about it just being a little bit more obvious that it was like we had to really truncate stuff. But again, all the stuff that you mentioned, the Predator, the final Predator, the big boss, the lead up. Yeah, I thought it was great. John, Theta's final battle, and the way that the Predator died, I think was quite entertaining. So I'd say 4. How about
Nice.
yourself, Russell?
I think I'm going to do a first ever rating here on the show and give it 4.75 out of 5.
Oh, wow.
4.75.
So precise.
Because
Yeah, so
like
precise.
it was just almost like perfect for me. But I thought issue 3 was perfect. So
Yeah.
it's just like issue 3 is like now obviously not every comic can be issue 3 because it would just be there would be no story. It would just be the Predator annihilating things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
issue 3 is what I've been wanting ever since Marvel got the license. And that was like letting a Predator just go ham.
Yeah.
But issue 4 I thought was a really cool ending. Really cool final battle with like I guess we're calling this Predator the final boss.
The Nightmare Predator.
For now,
Big
until
boss.
until there's another final boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Ray said, gruesome death. I really like the art. I think I like it probably equally to Diaz.
Little Diaz,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, nice.
But yeah, I just and it's so good to see John, and I do wish somebody could have died. Somebody we cared about could have died.
I felt that too.
You need to add gravitas to your story like that, because like the state when a bunch of randos are getting mowed down, it doesn't have the stakes as like somebody that you care about.
Well, I mean, you did say Sandy. I mean, so you could argue.
True.
Yeah.
You could count Sandy as a casualty. Yeah, that was kind of.
Yeah.
But Justin,
I would give this one 4.5. I think.
Nice.
And basically for the same reasons that you mentioned, Russell. Like the previous issue, I gave 5. I loved it. I thought that was perfect, and that was what like you said, it was what I've been waiting for too since Marvel got this property. I wanted to see a Predator just mowing down some motherfuckers and getting the hounds out, and sicking the hounds on them. Like I've been waiting for that. So for me, that was immaculate, that issue, and it's hard to follow that, but this was a great conclusion. And I think what kept it from being 5 was just kind of what you guys were mentioning with the action scenes, with the art. Like I felt like if some different some pages had been laid out differently, I think the flow would have improved a little bit more, and I think this issue would have had a different feel to it that I would have liked a little bit more. But I still enjoyed it very much, and like I said, I thought it was a really good, satisfying conclusion. I agree that it would have been nice to see another character death. I was really expecting to see Paolo or Theta meet their end in this, but yeah, it's still fine. It's still good.
Yeah. About halfway through that fight, I realized that Theta wasn't going to die. Like
about halfway through,
the way that,
yeah,
like her monologue about how this is it. I was like, well, that tells me right there it's not.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. And oh gosh, issue 3 is just saying, Justin, but I can't wait for us to do Bad Blood. I mean, talking about gruesome, I can't wait for that Predator just like lay waste. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, overall, guys, I'll give it overall the last hunt. I'll give it about I'll give it 4.5. It goes up because of issue 3. Look, I really enjoyed issue 3 as well, and issue 1. So I mean, also all the issues I liked, but issue 3 really helped to push it along. So 4.5 for me. How about yourself, Russell?
I think I'm gonna agree. 4.5. Like it was really awesome seeing this tied into Dark Horse with John. And just the Predator was awesome. He looked awesome. He was terrifying. He was obviously effective. Issue 3 proved that he was very effective. And I felt like it was a cool like final battle. Issue 2 was the one where, and they even it was kind of meta in a way because they were even commenting on like, oh, it's the assholes, you're causing problems again. Theta was like, every time I meet a group of people, there's these dickheads.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like we're treading water here. But then issue 3 and 4 happened, and I was like, I think 4.5 overall.
4.5, yeah.
Justin?
Nice. And Justin?
I think I would be unanimous with that 4.5.
Nice.
I liked the preserve slightly better on the merits of both the story and the art, but I still enjoyed this story very much, and we'll look forward to reading it again in the very near future for sure. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
If I had to rank them, I'd probably say the preserve, this one, the first one, and then Predator versus Wolverine at the bottom.
Me too.
But
that's how I would do it too.
Yeah. I'd put the verses just separate. But yeah. Those top 3, the trilogy. That's how I'd put. Yeah, preserve definitely stands out for me.
I need to go back and read that first one, just like kind of as a whole, instead of waiting. But
read the whole thing isn't
true.
Also, this is something I wanted to bring this up since it is a plot point in this story. Is there just kind of like some sort of legality with we can't actually have Dutch in a comic? Because
probably yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. I've only seen him pop up in video games, right? There's a skin in Hunting Grounds, right? Where he can be the older Dutch.
and he Arnold recorded a bunch of audio dialogue for that game as well. But
yeah, exactly. Oh, it could be Arnold. It could be an impersonator. I mean, everyone does Arnold these days, don't they?
No, it's the real one. It's the real one.
For sure.
And there was something else I was going to bring up.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So video games, not in the comics. Dutch.
He was in the Eyes of the Demon.
The novels.
Dutch was in there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good point. I mean, having said that, though, it was very fun to see John in this one because he's such a classic kind of Predator Dark Horse character. So yeah,
I would love for Theta to meet Machinko.
Oh wow, yeah,
those two, because they're Dream both team. These warrior women, but they have 2 totally different relationships with the Predators.
Yes.
So it'd be really interesting how they interact with each other.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean, fingers crossed. After Predator Black Panther, we'll get an announcement for Brisson, continuing, because he's done 12 issues. I mean, I'm sure give him 25 at least, give him 30.
Absolutely.
That would be great.
I would love that.
Really established theater, but I think that.
And I also want to. I want to throw one more because you and me and all of us are always talking about, what Marvel character do we want the Predator to fight? What Marvel character should he fight next? I think it would be kind of interesting since they have the license and they're publishing comics as we speak. Do Predator versus Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Do something totally different, something nobody is expecting.
That'd be cool. Actually, that'd be
cool.
Really good. You can't say, Predator's going up against an OP enemy. It's going to be a pretty down and dirty. It's going to be that'd be a good tussle actually. So you can't do
Predator
Kong
would have a chance. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How about Ming? Get him against Ming.
Yeah, Ming.
Ming.
Yeah.
What is
Light
this I
us
see
on
before
board.
me?
That
Must
sounded
kneel.
exactly like Skeletor.
Or you could do a cross with Terminator, Predator versus Terminator,
Ah, that would just be
where the Predator's like, why does this robot
do you-
look like our greatest nemesis?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why
Did
does this
I
android
read
look like
where,
our greatest nemesis?
I think I read where Dynamite got the Terminator license.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Did they? Awesome. Dynamite. Great.
Yes. Yeah. There's also a
That'd be
Terminator anime coming out on Netflix
Yes.
that looks insane. It looks
Yes.
insane.
I haven't seen any. Wow, what did you? Yeah, okay. I've heard. It looks. Yeah,
I've seen images, and it's just like,
Nice.
holy shit, this is gonna be
I
great.
cannot wait.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Predator versus Monkey King.
That's what we need. Yes.
there we go.
Well, he's
Crossover
got
with
like-
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like 72 powers. I think he's gonna. Was it 72? I can't remember. Or 700. He's got some crazy number of powers.
That doesn't matter. It's a comic book.
Ah,
Anybody
okay.
can win.
That's a comic book.
That's right. Wolverine has 72 powers too.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl
Yeah.
has victories over Thanos, Doctor Doom, and Galactus. So we
true.
we know
Yeah.
she's unbeatable. That would actually be kind of fun. Predator versus Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Like,
oh gosh.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd take it. I'd take a one shot of that, just like just something fun. Like
I
the
wanna see
Predator
Predator
versus Archie
versus
thing
Silver
was great.
Sable.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
Oh.
that was fun. Yeah.
I want to see Predator versus Silver Sable while she's out on a mercenary trip.
Ooh.
She's getting hunted.
Simkarian
Yeah.
sort of affairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Showdown. Sicaria.
That'd be cool.
Marvel,
Yes,
if you're listening, if you're listening, I will write a Peter Keys and his howling OWLFs for you. That's what I'll
Go,
write.
Peter
Love that.
Keys.
Yeah.
The early years. You know,
The
because
early
he's had experience with the Predators, so I want to see
Yeah.
where like it all
Fucking
untold-
alien.
Let's see the untold history of Peter Keys. The time
Come
is
right now to
Too late to go home now.
Too late to go home now.
Oh gosh.
And how could we
Pop-
forget my favorite Peter Keys line that we never talk about on the show?
What is it?
Do you guys know which one I'm talking about?
His final line, you mean?
As a predator leaps off the ledge and it explodes. But that's where we thought he was dead. But he comes back and then he remains
Oh, yeah.
hovering. With the
Yes.
he never lands.
It was just
Legend
frozen
has it,
there.
Legend has it, he's still standing there.
What
Weird.
happened? I don't understand. I still don't understand what happened.
They did not think that through. They thought, man, this is gonna look awesome as
It's gonna look so
fuck.
great. Yeah,
And
And
this
then
is so
somebody's
great.
like,
Oh,
where's his top half?
They must have. I reckon. I'm just thinking they must have run out of time. They would have made the top half dummy, but they must have run out of time.
yeah,
Stuff that
they're
they won't
probably-
notice. Just
they're
throw the
fixing
legs down.
toast, and they just forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah, shocking.
His torso is just floating around.
Fucking
Yeah.
alien.
Maybe he got
They
meat.
should have got
Kill
Gary,
Yeah.
they should have got Gary Busey to be MODOK.
Oh my god, yeah.
It would be scary. It would be
Yes.
A mechanized organism designed only for killing. Buttered sausage.
Buttered
I'm
sausage.
rambling now.
Yeah, we better sign off. For those that have tuned in to the live comments, thank you. I can see some viewers there, so thanks for sticking with us.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Well,
Next
Justin, do we know what
episode.
we're doing? Yeah. What are we doing
I
next?
thought that we would go back to the Dark Horse Omnibus since we had
Yes.
a little bit of a
Cold
break
War.
now, and Predator versus Black Panther. We have
Never.
a little bit of a break, so
Yes.
we'll see what's next. I
Cold
feel
War.
like Cold War is the next one
Over my dead body.
in the story that we in the book that we haven't covered yet.
No
But
way in Ice to Hell.
we also have some great stories reprinted from Dark Horse Comics Presents, which I haven't read yet. I'm really excited to cover
Good.
those.
Yeah, we'll get cracking into them.
Yeah.
But guys, it's been always a blast, fun talking to you. Russell, welcome back. Came in with a bang.
Yes.
What you said, Chewy, what's going on?
I can't do a predator roar, all right?
He's out of practice. He'll get it back for the next one.
Yes.
There we go.
Listeners, thanks once again. And guys, as always,
shit happens.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. The streets are running red with piss.